Okay, so I'm just run through some things that I do to help. No, okay. First, I'm gonna go through what you told me that you need help with, and then after that, I'm gonna go through some things that I do that helps me that I think could help you. Okay. So when your receiver has a 3-step lead, basically wide open, we just call it like a verts play or something. I'm gonna scoot the ball back a little bit. Put it right here. I don't care. Let's just scoot it back a little. No, it's good. Okay, so what you want to do, even before the play starts, I already know he's my possession receiver, so he's not going to burn anybody. But these two guys over here are my speed guys, so you see a linebacker's covering him, obviously. This is probably a cover 3 play anyway, so the safety that's right behind him is going to probably come up, or the other safety is going to. But either one, he's going to win that matchup regardless. So I can just do that, put him, do that, whatever. But no matter what, he's going to win. I'll put him on the out route, make him block. He's going to win that regardless because the release is crazy. But yeah, this guy, he's faster. He can beat him. It'll be tough because it's only +2, but he can do it. See how open he was, but I couldn't do it. But that's what you want to do every play. You want to look at this right here. You want to see where your good matchups are. Usually they won't do it right here. If it's a zone play, they're going to be like this. So that's how you can tell it'll be a zone. So you can just get a hitch route or something like that, or a curl route. And if you want to do that, you can make it a hitch right there. Do whatever you want with the running back, but like I said, the speed guys, this is what you can do. Hold that, and that's it. Once you see he has that step, you can just throw it. I already knew he was going to be open because of the matchup beforehand, but when it was right here, my guy's going full speed right here, and he's still backpedaling. So I knew for a fact I'm going to him, especially when I see 22 come up. He came up, so he's guarding the underneath route. So all this space right here is going to be wide open. I already know that since he didn't even backpedal. He's coming. See, the other safety is backpedaling, so you know the cover 3 is on that side. He's going forward, so you can tell that's what's going to happen. So like I said, it's going to be wide open, and you can throw it when it's like right here. When did I throw it? Did I throw it beforehand? See, I'm about to throw it right now. That's when I knew he was going to beat him, because he's faster. But what you're saying is when he's got him beat completely. So let me get my faster guy right there and do something like that. You can throw it that way out. That's a good play by the safety. But I wouldn't even, hold on. Let me move him outside since he's faster. Just for this. I don't like my fastest guys on the very outside anyway, but that's how people play, so let me just do that. And do a zone. Let's see which one do I want to call. I'll call that one. Okay. So that's my fastest guy. He's only +1 on Humphrey, but when he's like that, I know that this is a zone because number one, 11, like I said, that's going to pop up when it's a zone play. It's not going to have the stats. And number two is just experience because I know how this look is. So he's like that, just throw it deep. I know it said touch pass because I'm so used to throwing a touch pass. A touch pass is double tapping the icon, but you can lob it too. I just like, that's just my personal preference. I like to throw a touch pass, but if it's like that was a touch pass too, but he wasn't in front of him. But you get what I'm saying. I hope you do anyway. Just throw it as soon as he gets that step, and you just hold run after catch. Your guy has to have that trait too. If he doesn't have the trait, I mean, it's okay if he does. If he doesn't, but it makes everything easier. It makes the chances of success with that catch better. Most likely he will never drop anything like that. But what you want to do is throw it like away from everybody. So if he drifts up, if he's on this fade route, he's obviously going to drift to the right. So what I would want to do, or even the straight route, you could still throw it to the right because the open field will be on the right hand side of the numbers and not the left, obviously. So just throw it up and like to the right, because he'll make that. But you know, obviously he caught it, but no, that probably wasn't bounds. I don't know. But and if you're also, hold on, let me do this, because not everyone has an arm like Lamar Jackson's. I got him up to, I think, 90. Oh, yeah, see, his is 99, because, you know, this is obviously year 7, so let me put him in. His is 90. Here's another way to get it. Oh, Lamar's in. Hold on. Let me just throw a play. Who cares? Okay, so his throwing power is less. So this is what I do sometimes. It's still the same thing, but you see, he's not that good of a quarterback, so it's gonna take him longer to do some certain things since this is a sim league. Still the same thing, same throw. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't that accurate. I mean, it wasn't far enough because he doesn't have the arm for it. So I'm gonna try it one more time, and you can see he was wide open too. So okay, he got that one. But with a quarterback that's like this, is throwing power is average, what you want to do is throw a bullet pass. Hold on, I was under pressure, so it didn't do it right. And his accuracy is bad. But that's what you want to do. If you have a quarterback that doesn't have the biggest arm, you want to throw a bullet pass, like just straight. Don't make it any different. That'll work. And Marlon Humphrey is 99 everything, pretty much, since, like I said, this is year 7. So you want to throw a bullet pass when he has that type of step on him. If your quarterback's arm isn't that strong. But I mean, lobs usually work the best. You just gotta place it right, just like that. Lobs work, touch passes work, but like I said, see the touch pass, that's perfect. That's what you really want to do. That's why I like the touch pass, because the lob is basically, the lob is good, but it's, I don't know, it doesn't get the arc that I like. I like that type of arc because Basically, either my guy gets it or nobody does. When he's like that, when it's this far up. But that was a high lob. I mean a high bullet pass. How to do that is hold L1 when you're throwing, and just throw a bullet pass. High bullet pass. You know, I mean, it works. That one definitely only gets it to him if he can, and if not, then it'll be an incompletion. But just throw a bullet pass when he's like right there. That'll be a catch every single time. But if he's already down and it's too late, you can't throw a bullet pass, just throw a touch pass and he'll get under it. And there we go. Like this receiver is like 95, 96. And the corner is 99. So more times than not, the corner is going to win since this is the sim league. So that's just what helps me. Touch passes and bullet passes sometimes. But yeah, like I said, when you do that, you want to make sure your matchup is still well everywhere. See, I would go to him. He's my number one receiver anyway. So I would try to get him open more times than I would him. He's just my fast guy. Let me see, what else did you say? My bad, I just had a text message. But yeah, okay. A couple more things on offense. I notice when you run the ball sometimes it's the reaction is a little bit off. Like, and what I mean by that is when you make moves like jukes and stuff, sometimes it works because people aren't expecting it to be off. But what you want to do is look at agility. That's the most important for a running back. Agility is the most important. After that, you want to look at elusiveness, and then you want to look at what you want, like the jukes and the spin moves. Where is it at? I don't even know where it is. Everything is weird here. There we go. Okay, right here. So 92 or 91. It's not bad. It's over 90, which means that you can get all of the juking animations. So that's good. Based off the elusiveness and the spin and juke, the elusiveness and the agility is how fast these two jukes and spins will go. This is the likely, like 92 and 91, that's the likelihood of it working. But as far as speed for it, elusiveness and agility, that's it. Because, like, you know, Mark Ingram has 90 juking or something like that. It's an insane number, but his elusiveness is slow, so his jukes work, but they're just not fast. So whenever you do that, just keep that in mind. Which running backs you have and how they operate. Right here, I will never run a toss play, only a stretch play, because if I toss it, he's just gonna go right outside of, see, he's just gonna go right outside. But if it was a toss, if it was a stretch, like, okay, just pay attention to the guy at, like, where the tight end is. See, he gets blocked and that hole is wide open. So whenever it's like that, you just want to run a stretch play and not a toss play. As far as juking and spinning, going inside helps the most, but sometimes you can catch people going outside, like this is inside, that helps. Outside, see, sometimes it catches people, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on the user and how good you are, like how good you are on the sticks or whatever, and how comfortable you are doing it. But you know, that's it. Yeah, so for the offense, all you want to do is look at your matchups, send somebody in motion. You may get a better matchup. See, they're in zone now because he didn't follow him, and that's the stats on this receiver in this corner. I'm not running that route, but I was just moving him just to show you. That's what you want to do. You want to get the matchups of everybody and go from there. Not just speed, you know. This right here, a wide receiver number 10, he's going to have the best matchup. So I'm going to look for him regardless of what route he's running, since I know he's going to beat his person that's covering him. Weak attempts by your corner or safeties. Okay, let me go to defense. Well, now they want to play before it goes. I don't even care. Okay. So I'll just call I'll call a cover 2, and I'll make them call a Hail Mary play. Okay. My bad. So this is what you want to do. If you know they're passing, you want to press L2 and guess the play as a pass. If you guess the play as a pass, everybody that's in the zone will, you know, play the pass, and everybody that's blitzing will try to get to the quarterback. So if I even do that, he's going to try to get to the quarterback through this hole right here. He's going to try, no matter what his attributes are, like finesse move or power move, whatever, block shedding, he's gonna try to get to the quarterback through this hole. And most likely Kemp, my big lineman, he's gonna occupy that lineman and that lineman, and he's gonna occupy this one, obviously, so that hole is gonna be right there most of the time. Since this is computer, they probably shifted the coverage over to this side, so it probably won't work, but that's just, you know, that's just what I usually do. But like I said, if you know for a fact it's a pass, do not guess pass if you do not know 100%, because for the blitzers, if you guess pass, they're not gonna block shed. So, and if they do, then it'll be a delayed reaction, and by that time the running back will be gone pretty much. So I user my safeties anyway, so I don't get beat over the top. But and if they do like throw it near me, I know what to do, because I know to either block it or swat it away. I know how to get there. But if you don't, I suggest going in practice, or even going in a ranked match head to head, to user a safety just to get a feel of it against a human opponent. I've been playing safety real life and here for a long time, so I know what to do, but it may not come second nature to everybody. So here we go. Come on, Lamar. You know to throw it so I can show you. Hold on, let me just get him there. Get him there. Okay. Shouldn't be too much pass rush then. And I didn't guess pass this time, so they can they can they don't have a good rest. So why is he running? Oh my gosh. Fucking Lamar Jackson. Just make everybody. Alright, there's no pass rush, okay. What are you doing, man? Alright, let me just put a spy right here. Alright, there we go. Okay. What you want to do for here is keep pressing it. That's what you want to do. As soon as the ball is in the air, you want to run towards it and keep pressing whatever button you want to do. For receivers, I have more success with holding it. With the secondary, I have more when I keep pressing it. I mean, there I would have picked it, but I'm just showing you since you said swatting the ball. So, and if you're talking about like the computer doing it, you would want to change it to swat ball, or even play receiver, and then when you user the corner or the safety or whatever, you swat it yourself. And what I mean by that is, I'm gonna go to it since I can't do it with I can't do it in person because it won't show up. So I'm just gonna play like a dummy game really quick. I'm gonna start up a dummy game and I'll show you what I'm talking about if it wants to load. What is going on? Hold on, let me try to restart.